Today we're going to be talking about IRNT stock and why it could be going higher this week. Let's get into the video. Hi everyone, my name is Zach and welcome back to Finance Bro. Before we get into the video, I'd like to ask you guys to please leave a comment of how many shares of IRNT you have and how many you want to have, and also consider leaving a like and subscribe as it really helps with the growth of the channel. And if you guys are interested in getting up to $70 worth of free stock when you deposit $1 on their platform, go ahead and get signed up with the first link in the description to Public, the social investing app. You're going to be able to see our public stock portfolio, why we buy and sell stocks, and much more. So go ahead and get signed up, deposit $1, and get up to $70 worth of free stock with the first link in our description. But other than that, let's get straight into our stock for today, which is going to be IRNT stock. So you guys can see here that IronNet stock engages in cybersecurity services through collective defense. I wanted to go over this because I figured that most people are probably not going to know what IronNet is, as this is the first time being a trending stock really. Okay, so first thing that we have to do is actually check the social activity around a stock. So IronNet, we already went over what it is. Now let's talk about whether it's trending or not. So I like to personally use stocktwits.com. We are not sponsored by stocktwits.com. We are sponsored, however, by public.com. But this is kind of what I use to see which stocks are trending. And I saw IronNet trending this morning and actually got in a little swing trade with it on my private account, not my public account. But anyways, IronNet was trending this morning, got a bit of a swing trade with it. We're going to be going over technical analysis later, by the way, and also fundamental analysis. But it is trending number 5 right now as of 12:36. It is the 8th most active stock on StockTwits, and it's also the number 2 added to watch list on the day, right behind INDP, which is a stock that got some FDA approval. So obviously that thing is going to run 56% and be the most added to watch list. But IronNet right behind them with 1,700 adds to their watch list in the last 24 hours. So they're on the top watchers, top most active, and also top trending. Whenever a stock is on all 3 of these, you can expect them to do pretty well for the day or be crashing down. Okay, and now we can get into why IronNet is actually up so much on the day. So we can see IronNet cybersecurity jumps 14%, actually more than that, 25% now, as Q2 shows surging subscription revenue. So let's go over kind of why they're up so much. Obviously, this is earning news. They're on the move. Solutions provider for cyber attacks, IronNet Cybersecurity, IRNT, Q2 revenue jumped 23% to 6.1 million. Subscription revenue grew to 5.8 million versus 5.3 million last year. So overall jumps in all revenue. Annual recurring revenue, or ARR, is 24.1 million versus 19.5 million. So overall growth in all sectors. Customer count has gone from 22 last year to now 51 this year. So that is massive customer growth. And I assume, these customers, they're probably obviously they haven't jumped that much in revenue yet. I'm assuming they are coming on with some sort of trial runs with the product, and they will end up spending more money as long as the product is good and IronNet's product is good. So if the product is good, these customers will most likely be providing more revenue for them in the future, because obviously the product will be doing well for them and they will need more of it. Operating loss was 17 million compared to 14.2 million, but you expect more of a loss when you're doing more revenue, just because you're moving more product. Cash and equivalents is about 14.1 million. So Outlook, this is from their James Gerber, their CEO or CFO. Our cloud-based subscription revenue, which grew to 60% of product revenue in the first half of the year, a 65% year-over-year growth rate, which is extremely good, by the way, is a strong proof point for the business and underscores the fully recurring aspect of their financial model. Our cloud focus, coupled with the large deal formation that we are seeing, reflects IronNet's ease of deployment and increasing market recognition, which keeps us on pace to double in ARR, or annual recurring revenue, in the third quarter and meet our growth objectives for the full year. So whenever you see an outlook like this halfway through the year, you normally are pretty excited because you're going to meet expectations, and when you're a growth company like that, expectations are normally pretty lofty. Full year guidance, revenue of 43 to 45 million and a recurring revenue of 75 million at the end of the fiscal year. The stock has a market cap of about 1.64 billion and has seen a jump in price of 19% over the last 5 trading days, now 30% in just one day. A recent bullish rating on the stock by a contributor who writes, IronNet is extremely undervalued at $20. It's now $30. Previously, September 14th, IronNet did miss on revenue. Shares jumped 14% in pre-market hours. So overall, this is an extremely bullish article that was written on Seeking Alpha by Manshi Mantora, CFA. So overall, great news. Let's go over to Yahoo Finance to get a little bit more information on IronNet. Okay, so here we are on Yahoo Finance, and you can see that the market cap is actually now 2.5 billion. And the fact of the matter is that when you have a low market cap of about 2.5 billion, it is a lot easier to move the stock, and that's why they're up so much today. They get a piece of good news, great earnings call, and then they go up 30% because say 100 million is going to move this thing a ton and get a lot more people on board to actually be buying. But this is all the psychology of stocks. We can go over more of that later. You can see that they closed at $23 yesterday, and now they're sitting at about $30 at 140 or 1241. Overall, the volume is up to 43 shares traded. That is compared to their 1.4 million shares that are traded every day. So overall, a 40x in their volume today, which is why it is, up 30%, is because there's so many shares being traded today, and most of it was buying volume. Also, you can see here on Yahoo Finance that the performance outlook that they gave, short term is supposed to go sideways, midterm and long term is supposed to go up. So overall, pretty okay signs from Yahoo Finance. Okay, and now we can quickly go over a bit of technical analysis on IRNT or IronNet. You can see that they already had a previous run up to about the $37 mark. Now, I like to make new resistances at the candlesticks. So we are going to have a resistance here at the $35 level right here. So if we can break that, we will definitely be bullish for the week going forward. But we also do have a support here at about the $16 level. So from its current level, there is about a 40 to 50% possibility of a 40 to 50% drop to this previous support line. Now, there could be another support line that they just made today at the about the 2450 line. So if we can stay above this 2450 line, I'll feel pretty comfortable that we can try to test this resistance of $35 again. But it's all going to matter what happens tomorrow in trading. So if it breaks that $36 or $35 resistance tomorrow, I'll expect a very bullish week for it. If it breaks below this $24 level, then I would expect it to probably test this $16 support level before trying to make its next leg up. But yeah, that is pretty much going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys all so much for watching. If you did receive any value or entertainment out of this, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe, and also a comment, as it really helps with the growth of the channel. But my name is Zach, and I hope to see you in the next video.